Good morning, dear hearts. We're on lesson 35. Please subscribe. My mind is part of God's. It is very holy. Now, not the way we think of ourselves, but this idea has indeed already been introduced to us. So that's like, get your looms ready because we're going to be weaving in some other lessons. I entertain myself. So lesson 30 was God is in everything I see because God is in my mind. My mind is part of God, so I am very holy. Today's lesson is also going to be going into establishing, clarifying a couple of things for us. One, it's about what is our source. The other thing, it's going to help to clarify that difference between seeing and vision. So let's get started. The lesson, and this is a really good lesson to read. I mean, I really appreciate you listening and my explanations, but sometimes you will get another take on it. You'll go even deeper when you read it, and especially as you're learning to how one lesson is weaving into the next. We'll bring some of them forth today. Today's idea does not describe the way you see yourself now. Now is such an important word. It does, however, describe what vision will show you. Again, clarify between sight, seeing, not even sight, seeing, because sight can be true sight, but seeing and vision. To describe what vision will show you. It is difficult for anyone who thinks he is in this world to believe this of himself. The Course and many other spiritual paths tell us we are in this world. We're not of this world. And this is a hint towards that as well. Yet, the reason he thinks he is in this world is because he does not believe it. We do not believe that we have an existence, a source that is far above and greater than what we think we are. You know, there's a book, Who Do You Think You Are? And that's also might be something that your mother said to you when you were little, when you were misbehaving. Who do you think you are? Well, who do I think I am? Well, I don't think that my mind is part of God's and I'm very holy. And that is the correction that I need to have. Going back to the lesson, you will believe that you are part of where you think you are. Do I think I am in heaven? Do I think I'm part of the eternal realm with my Father? Or do I think I am here stuck in this earth-based, time-bound place? Well, if that's where I believe I am, then I will have the experiences of that. You will believe that you are part of where you think you are. That is because you surround yourself with the environment you want, and you want it to protect the image of yourself that you have made. My thoughts are images that I have made. Lesson 15. The image is part of this environment. What you see while you believe you are in it is seen through the eyes of the image. This is not vision. Images cannot see. Where I think I am in this world. I'm not, but I think I'm in this world. So everything that I will see is going to uphold that theory that I'm in this world. It has to be in agreement. It has to be in agreement with where I believe I am. The idea for today presents a very different view of yourself. By establishing your source, it establishes your identity and it describes you as you must really be in truth. Now, if you're looking at the book, source is capitalized. Establishing your source, from whence we really came. What is the source? The source of us is God. My mind is part of God's. I'm very holy. And it establishes your identity with a capital I, because my identity, my true identity, who I am in truth, is very holy. So that's why my identity, my true self, is going to have that capitalization. We can say this is a course in self-discovery with a capital S. It's a self-discovery. Who am I really? I will uncover and discover my true self throughout this course. And then now, going back to the lesson, we will use a somewhat different kind of application for today's idea, because the emphasis for today is on the perceiver, us, me, rather than what he perceives. So we have 3 to 5 minute practice periods, probably wanting to go closer to the 5 minutes. And again, we're going to, close our eyes, and we're going to have another procession of ideas. And it says, to search your mind for the various kinds of descriptive terms in which you see yourself. How do I think of myself? And it says to include all the ego-based attributes which you ascribe to yourself, positive or negative, desirable or undesirable, grandiose or debased. All of them are equally unreal, because you do not look upon yourself through the eyes of holiness. Lesson 4 was my thoughts do not mean anything. And there's a part in lesson 4 that in the practicing for today, it says, do not be afraid for our thoughts, to look at the bad ones and the good ones, okay? And those are all in air quotes. But the good ones are but shadows of what lies beyond, and shadows make sight difficult. The bad ones are blocks to sight and make seeing impossible. So that's the same premise from 4 to here 35. That whatever I'm looking at, whatever thoughts I'm having, whatever adjectives are coming to my mind, none of them are real. And the ones that are maybe have even a glimpse of reality to them are just shadows of where I will go, where we will go when we realize that our minds are part of God's, and indeed we are very holy. So the list goes on. I see myself as imposed, depressed, failing, losing out, charitable, virtuous. None of it matters. In truth, none of it matters, because none of it is really the thoughts that are our true thoughts. The thoughts that are our true thoughts. What we will learn throughout the course is that unless I am thinking with the mind of God, I'm not really thinking at all. So this litany of adjectives that are coming to me, how do I think of myself? I can dismiss them all. And it even tells us to do that after you have named each one, add, but my mind is part of God's. I am very holy. So we use this lesson, we use this idea throughout the day, especially if anything, whenever anything comes to tempt us, to make us feel less than, or fear creeps into our thinking, just simply say, but my mind is part of God's. I am very holy, and this is not real. I added that part. That's it for today. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment. I'm loving the comments. Thank you so much, each and every one of you. Please pray. Praying for peace for all of us, every one of us, that we become all aware of our oneness. And please be here tomorrow as our holiness journey continues. Namaste.